Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited for today's video because I have some very exciting products that I'm going to be trying out for the first time that I received in my Influenster box, and they are good. So if you guys would like to see which products that I received and how they work, then be sure to just keep on watching. So this Influenster box that I received was from Mercier, and it's their new Flawless Fusion range. I received 3 different products to try out for you guys today. I have the Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. I have the concealer, and then they also gave me the Deluxe Mini Translucent Setting Powder. How awesome is that? Like, I am so excited for all 3 of these products. I've been wanting to try out this powder since I literally started getting into makeup. So I can't wait to try it out today for you guys and for myself. So I guess we shall get right into it. I've already prepped my face. I used my H2O J-Cat primer and Pore Professional to fill them pores in. So we're gonna go straight into the foundation. They sent me the color, what color? They sent me over Ivory. I have no idea if this will match me. Ivory, I feel like typically is too light for me. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's super sleek. It's glass, so that's nice. Really love the packaging. And it's a pump. So let's see what this foundation claims to do. This is Laura's longest wearing foundation, seamlessly fuses to skin with a weightless layer that looks, fits, and feels like a second skin. It's medium to full coverage that's naturally you, leaves a matte finish that's never dull or flat. So it's a matte foundation. I'm not really fond of matte foundations, but we can make it work, right? We are going to try this out for the first time. Hopefully it'll be close to my shade. If not, we're just gonna roll with it. Don't even look at my neck if it's wrong. So I put 2 pumps on my hand. The consistency of this foundation is like runny and light. For a medium to full coverage foundation, usually the consistency is a lot thicker, so it's kind of weird that it's more runny. I'm gonna do one half of my face using a beauty blender and the other half using a brush. So let's tuck the hair behind the ears. And let's go in. So this is 2 pumps. Let's see how good it covers my face. The shade seems pretty yellow on my skin. That is the first layer of the foundation. It is definitely matte on my skin. I just applied it and it feels like it's already dried down. Like, I would not need to set this foundation. It was pretty full coverage. You can't see any of my redness peeking through down here, and that blemish is covered pretty well. It looks good on my skin. Let's see what it looks like up close. It definitely looks super natural on my skin, like almost as if it was my skin. So that is the side with the beauty blender. It's weird to me that this foundation is still so matte even when I blend it out with a beauty blender, because usually beauty blenders kind of make foundations a little bit more dewy. I did have to use 3 pumps though to cover this whole side of my face. I'm going to start out with 2 pumps like I did on the other side, and we're going to blend it out using a brush. I'm using this e.l.f. buffing brush. Don't like applying foundation with brushes, but let's see. Using a brush does leave you more product, so that's nice. And I feel like they look just about the same from afar. So using a brush to apply that foundation doesn't look terrible, but I feel like you can definitely see the foundation sitting more on my face compared to this side. I'm gonna just go over that side with my beauty blender to make it look as natural. But the coverage is still the same, the finish is still the same. We are definitely matte. You guys should let me know down below how it looks. Okay, I'm gonna do one more pump to cover this nose of mine. It applied to my nose very nicely, which is always nice because I always have issues with that. So the shade is definitely light. Hopefully we can fix it with bronzer, but it sucks because I have the concealer here with this foundation, so I'm sure it's lighter than the foundation. So we're gonna be looking like a ghost today. Whatever. So guys, that is one layer of the foundation. I feel like I don't need to build any other places up. I think it looks really nice. I am obsessed with how it dries down to literally nothing. Like you can't feel this foundation on your skin at all, which blows my mind. But definitely matte, looking a little dull. It says you don't look dull, but I feel like my face doesn't have life. It could be because it's super pale. But I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can see up close. We are going to move on now to the Flawless Fusion Ultra Long Wearing Concealer. This concealer, it claims to be long wearing, up to 12 hours, medium to full coverage that's crease, transfer, and water resistant. So the color that they sent me in this concealer is 1N. I know this is gonna be lighter than the foundation because it's like a combo. So we are going to try this out. The applicator reminds me of the L'Oreal Pro Glow concealer. It's like a paddle. Here we go, guys. Putting some on my chin. I'm gonna blend out that concealer using a beauty sponge. See how it looks on top of this foundation. How it blends. See if it's full coverage. The real test is under the eyeballs. Let's see how full coverage it is. This concealer is hard to blend out. Like, it's super tacky and it doesn't want to blend out underneath my eyeballs. The chin, it blended out really nicely, but underneath my eyes, it's like not happening. I wouldn't say that's full coverage at all. Not anything like the Tarte Shape Tape. So the concealer is all blended out. Oh, I'm really looking like a ghost. But I don't know how I feel about this concealer. I am excited to use this powder because I've literally been wanting to try this powder out forever. So I just poured some in the cap and I'm going to be using my beauty blender to put it underneath my eyes. Now let me preview it and see if it's any good. I mean, I think it looks good. I'm going to put this powder where I put the concealer. This powder is brightening. It's translucent, but it's like not a white powder. It's more kind of like almost a yellow, but not. And it helps brighten up the face, which I like that. So that is the powder underneath the eyes. I think it looks really good. It brightened up the under eyes, it brightened up my chin and my forehead, and it looks really smooth, airbrushed. Just still not certain about that concealer because it kind of broke up like right here in this area, and it's pretty much all, but it's not my favorite. So those were all the products that I received in this Influenster box. You can buy all these products at Sephora. This release March 2nd. I'm going to finish off my face real quick and then I'm going to give you the final rundown on these products, what my final thoughts are. Well guys, I am back. I have applied the rest of my makeup on top of this foundation. I feel like everything applied very nicely on top of it. The only issue I'm having with it is that it's breaking up between my eyebrows. And the shade is not my shade. I just look so white. If this was my shade, I feel like I would enjoy it more. The foundation could be a little drying. I have like normal skin but sometimes dry. Like right now it is dry, so I feel like this foundation doesn't suit my dry skin the best. The longer you wear it, it feels more like stiff on my face. It does look still really nice on my skin. The concealer that I tried out, I do not like this. I would pass on this. It just didn't blend out nicely. It claims to be full coverage and it's just not my cup of tea. However though, the setting powder helped the concealer by smoothing it out and not making it look super blotchy. So I do like this. Those were my final thoughts of the foundation. I'm going to wear this the rest of the evening. Down in the description box, I'll tell you guys how it looked before I take it off. If you guys haven't checked out Influenster yet, you guys should definitely do that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye!